Oh, I almost forgot. Guys, today food they carry me, they go where I don't know. Yes. If they carry me, they go where I don't know. Guys, guess what we're cooking today? We are making dirty rice. I know some persons are like, what do you mean dirty rice? Are you going to add sand to it? What exactly is it going to make it look dirty? But maybe when you see this, you'll know what we're talking about. So people call it, I think it's popularly called the dirty rice, but I would prefer to call it a special minced beef fried rice. Yes, because it takes the color of the beef and then people just tend to call it the dirty rice. So welcome to Aroma, another interesting and flavorful episode of Aroma. I am Chef Mercy. How are you all doing? So guys, yes, these are the major ingredients needed for this very recipe. But before we go there, hope you know that we are open for adverts and sponsorship. And of course, you can reach us with the numbers displaying on your screen right now. And so back to our dirty rice. As you can see, these are the major ingredients needed for this very recipe. And I would say you do not need much of these plenty ingredients. This is one food that you can really prepare even with the leftover ingredients in your house. You can already see all of these things. You don't need these whole sophisticated things. So as you can see, we have the minced beef. Yes, you can see it. You can actually get the packaged one or decide to do it yourself. Yeah, you can mince this yourself or you get the packaged one. And of course, we have the rice. And for this recipe, I'll be using the Basmati rice, but feel free to use any rice of your choice. And do you know the funniest part of this thing? Some persons even use daybreak rice. Yes, they would cook rice, maybe leftover rice, maybe when you make white rice and stew, and then you don't have stew again. And you just think, what should I do with this leftover rice? Well, you can make yourself dirty rice. So we have rice because we're going to be cooking this from scratch. And then we have some veggies here. Like I told you, you do not need all of this. If you can't get it, you don't have to sweat anything out. But we have the veggies just for the pop of color. It will not even make any difference. Even if you don't get all of it, you could get one or two of them. We have the yellow bell pepper, the red bell pepper, the green bell pepper, and some tomato. Yeah, we have to deseed all of them. And then we have the onions over here. We have the vegetable oil, as you can see. And we have for heat, of course, you need heat. We have the scotch bonnets. And these are some of the spices. We have the minced garlic, and then the thyme, dried thyme, the curry, chicken seasoning, beef seasoning, seasoning cube, and paprika powder. Yes, during the course of this production, I'll definitely introduce more ingredients. So these are the major ingredients needed for this recipe. Grab your ingredients, guys, and let's get cooking. So first and foremost, we're going to start by going in with our vegetable oil in a dried pot. You go in with, we want to start by toasting our rice. You know how I love to do the extra, yeah. I know a whole lot of persons do not like to toast their rice, but trust me, if you try this toasting of rice, you would not do it the traditional way. You would always want to toast your rice. So once the oil is getting hot, I would love to top this up with a little bit of sesame oil. You don't need too much of this. You know, sesame oil can be very harsh, so you just need very little of it. So once that is hot, you go in with your minced garlic. You don't need too much of that. Your dried thyme. So this will just help you build aroma. This will help you build the aroma. You have to do this on low heat so you don't burn your garlic and your thyme. So do this on low heat. Stir in. At this point, the aroma is building. The aroma is building. So next, you want to go in with your thoroughly washed rice. Yeah, go in with this. So you have to stir in. Remember, we are toasting the rice. And I feel like one good thing about toasting your rice before cooking, it helps the rice not to go bad easily. So after toasting for about 10 minutes, we'll go in with water. If you have meat stock, feel free to use your meat stock. Like I told you, you can use anything you have to make this very recipe. So please don't go in with too much water. It depends on the rice you're cooking. As for me, we're using basmati rice. You know, it takes little or no time to get ready. And then the purpose is not to cook this to be 100% cooked. Yeah, because remember, we're still going to cook this with the sauce. So you need it to be like 80% cooked. So now you go in with your seasoning. You go in with your seasoning. I will go in with some beef seasoning. And then some seasoning cubes. Then you go in with some salt. You need to be careful so you don't over season this. Remember, we're still going to season the veggies, the beef and all of that, so you need to be very careful with your seasoning at this point. So once you stir that in properly, make sure it's combined, then cover and allow to cook. We'll be back to check on the rice. So let's see our rice. You can see our rice is ready. So at this point, like I told you, it's 80% cooked and it's fully dried. You do not need any form of moisture or liquid in your rice. So let's take it off the heat and prep our beef. So in a separate pot, guys, if you have a very big frying pan, trust me, it's best to do it in the frying pan. So once it's dried, you go in with some vegetable oil. Trust me, you don't need too much of this. Remember, we toasted the rice already with some vegetable oil and sesame oil. So once this is hot, you're going to be doing everything now on medium-high heat. So once your oil is hot, you go in with your minced beef. You go in with your minced beef. You have to make sure you break it out. You need to break it because you don't need it to be molded just the way you dropped it in. So remember to do this on medium-high heat. Medium-high heat. So at this point, you should go in with your seasoning, beef seasoning. You don't want to have tasteless beef. Paprika powder. Minced garlic. Dried thyme. Curry powder. And some seasoning cube. Remember, I told you not to over season your rice because of the seasoning that would go into your minced beef. So at this point, your beef might start to sweat out its juice. You might start to see some liquid. Do not panic. Do not panic at all. Just make sure you're doing this on medium-high heat. Trust me, once it's ready, it will dry up. It will dry up. So that's the only way you know it's ready. When you start to see the oil floating, then you know your beef is ready. So at this point, you have to stir in properly. Make sure you break the beef. You don't want to have big chunk of beef. So once it's ready, like I said, you would find the oil floating. All of this moisture would dry up and then the oil floats to the top. So we'll be back to check on it. So guys, you can see the oil floating. No more liquid. Like I told you, the liquid will dry up and then the oil will float. Then you will know that your beef is ready. And then you have to go in with the rest of the ingredients at this point. So now, firstly, I want to go in with my finely sliced onions, scotch bonnet for heat. You have to do this based on your heat tolerance. Stir in. Guys, at this point, your neighbors should know you're cooking. If they do not know you're cooking at this point, just know that you're getting it wrong. At this point, they should be knocking and asking what is going on, what exactly is going on inside. Guys, we're open for sponsorship and adverts, and of course you can reach us with the numbers displaying on your screen right now. So next, guys, we want to go in with the rest of the ingredients. As you can see, our finely diced fresh tomatoes. I told you you have to de-seed this. And then I'll be going in with the green bell pepper. Guys, in no particular arrangements, don't mind me, I just love organizing and arranging my things. So the yellow bell pepper and then the red bell pepper. So go in with all of this. You have to stir in properly. Stir in to combine. Look at that. Can you see the pop of color? So like I told you, you don't need to do too much for this. We just need that pop of color. So even if you don't have all the bell peppers, you can use the one you have. Even if it's just one of it, it's just for the pop of color. So guys, at this point, you can taste and adjust with any ingredients of your choice. But for me, I think we're good. So we just have to cover and allow this to steam on low heat for just 1 minute, and we'll be back with the rice. Okay, so at this point, this is steamed enough. Guys, the aroma in my kitchen. Finish it for me. You know what it is now. You know how to do these things. Guys, this thing is looking so fine. I feel like eating this just as it's looking like this. I feel like having this alone as a meal. But no, that's not what we're having. We're making the dirty rice. So now we have to go in with the rice. You have to go slowly. Yeah, do it in batches so that you don't overcrowd it. So you see why I told you not to overcook the rice, because the rice would still steam here. So you have to mix very well to combine. Mix very well to combine. Guys, can you see it's already coming together? And the color is already coming together, and that's the reason they call it the dirty rice, because it imitates the color of the beef. So it doesn't give you the regular fried rice that has this yellowish kind of finishing. This one gives the brownish color. Okay, so at this point it is thoroughly mixed together. I would just love to top this up with green onions or spring onions. Yeah, you know, now we love to add the freshness to it, that pop of freshness. Stir that in. Guys, can you see the color? Yeah, that's why it's called the dirty rice. So, but if you're shy, you don't want to call it, you want to act like the Gen Z, you don't want to make it look like, oh, I'm eating dirty rice, you can actually call it the minced beef fried rice. You can see it's almost the same process with making fried rice, right? So guys, we'll just cover for a minute and then it's ready. We'll be back to check on it. Guys, it's exactly 1 minute. Let's see how the rice is doing. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. Look at it. Is it the pop of color? It's given. Is it the quality? It's given. Is it the taste? Oh, trust me, guys, it's given. Well, our food is ready and we have to plate this. Trust me, I won't be eating it alone now. You know, you can actually come join me eat this. Run to all our social media platforms. Tag #Aroma and then write your location. Trust me, once you're in Delta State, it will definitely pick you. But the picking is very random. So even if we don't get to pick you this week, we'll get to pick you some other time. So just do that, and then you will be one of the lucky guests to join us right here in the studio for Aroma. So our food is ready, guys. Let's play this. Our guest is around. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, our deliciousness, our delicious dirty rice is ready. Clock it. Yes, for some persons that would be like, what is dirty rice? Like I told you, you can actually still call this the minced beef fried rice, special fried rice, not your usual fried rice. Guys, I think this is a cue for you to leave rice and stew alone. Leave rice and stew. Try out this recipe. In fact, try out most of my recipe. We're not doing the rice and stew every Sunday. No, try out this recipe. This is a good meal for dinner. As you can see, I garnished this with plantain. Chef Mercy loves to do the extras. Yes, that's exactly what we are doing. And guys, you know we are open for sponsorship and adverts, and you can reach us with the numbers you're seeing right now on your screen. So I will not be eating all of this alone, obviously, but who will be joining us today to eat this deliciousness? Join me to welcome to the show no other person but a food lover, Miss Shola. Yay! Oh, Gen Z like me. Gen Z like me. Exactly. Cook it. Welcome to Aroma, Shola.
Thank you.
So, before I see you're looking at the food, let's discuss first now.
The face is actually crushed.
I know. It's normal. It's Chef Mercy in the kitchen. Guys, it's not fried, but
Clock
it's
it.
Chef Mercy. Yeah, clock it. So, how was your trip down here though?
My trip was actually good.
Because we were thinking about the food.
The food.
I know that part. Okay, so we're having dirty rice. Have you heard or have you tasted dirty rice before?
I've read about dirty rice, but I would love to test your recipe.
Okay, you would love to taste my recipe, and guys, you know how it is now. She would never regret it. It's Chef Mercy in the kitchen. Okay, let's not waste much of your time. I know I love talking, because if you give me time, I will talk and this food will get cold. So let's just dive straight into the meal. So it's not compulsory to actually garnish this with some plantain, yeah, but Chef Mercy, we love to do the extra toppings. Okay, I saw that look. Let's see the comments, or let's hear the comments.
I think I need to take more bites.
Okay, more.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Your food is all yours. Are you feeling it? Because I'm hearing the going on.
Tastes nice.
It tastes nice, right? Okay. It tastes nice, guys. It tastes really nice.
Really, really nice.
So when you hear dirty rice, what comes to your mind? Like, is it going to be dirty? Is it going to taste nice and all of that, right?
I don't think it's going to taste nice, but this, gosh, it's actually nice.
Very nice, right?
I would love to go devour the rice behind the cameras.
Oh, okay. It's all yours. You can go with it. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you.
I hope to see you some other time. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Guys, like you heard from our guests, this one is yet another banger from the Aroma kitchen. What else to expect when Chef Mercy is in the kitchen? I know some persons right now might be saying it's pride. No, it's not pride. It's that feeling when you know exactly what you are doing in the kitchen. And that's the reason you have to make sure you follow all of our recipe. Trust me, you have that full confidence the same way I am always having it. Again, guys, we are open for sponsorship and adverts, which also the numbers displaying on your screen right now. Today we had dirty rice, and next week, maybe you should tell us what to prepare next week. I'll see you again, same time next week. I remain Chef Mercy.